第11页上半部关于您子女信息的内容与第10页相同，本页不再重复。本页侧重点在 Part 12，这部分共有50题 ，Page 11至16，共6页。为了信息的连贯性，将6页并在一起编辑成一个视频。特此说明。
Part 12. Additional information about you, person applying for naturalization. Answer item numbers 1 through 21. If you answer yes to any of these questions, include a typed or printed explanation on additional sheets of paper. 1. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen, in writing or any other way? Yes. No. 2. Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Yes. No. 3. Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Yes. No. 4. A. Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Yes. No. B. If you answered yes, are you willing to give up any inherited titles or orders of nobility that you have in a foreign country at your naturalization ceremony? Yes. No. 5. Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution? Yes. No. Six. Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Yes. No. 7. Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Yes. No. If you answered yes, did you consider yourself to be a non-U.S. resident? Yes. No. 8. Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Yes. No. 9. A. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? Yes. No. B. If you answered yes, provide the information below. If you need extra space, attach the names of the other groups on additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. Name of the group, purpose of the group, dates of membership, from, month, day, year, to, month, day, year. 10. Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly with, A. The Communist Party? Yes. No. B. Any other totalitarian party? Yes. No. C. A terrorist organization? Yes. No. 11. Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Yes. No. 12. Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Yes, no. 13. Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way, either directly or indirectly, with A. the Nazi government of Germany? Yes, no. B. any government in any area occupied by, allied with, or established with the help of the Nazi government of Germany? Yes, no. C. Any German, Nazi, or SS military unit, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, citizen unit, police unit, government agency or office, extermination camp, concentration camp, prisoner of war camp, prison, labor camp, or transit camp? Yes, no.
Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? A. Genocide. Yes. No. Torture. Yes. No. C. Killing or trying to kill someone. Yes. No. D. Badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose. Yes. No. E. Forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations. Yes. No. F. Not letting someone practice his or her religion. Yes. No. 15. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? A. Military unit. Yes. No. B. Paramilitary unit. A group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military. Yes. No. C. Police unit. Yes. No. D. Self-defense unit. Yes. No. E. Vigilante unit. A group of people who act like the police but are not part of the official police. Yes. No. F. Rebel group. Yes. No. G. Guerrilla group. A group of people who use weapons against or otherwise physically attack the military, police, government, or other people. Yes. No. H. Militia. An army of people not part of the official military. Yes. No. I. Insurgent organization. A group that uses weapons and fights against a government. Yes. No. 16. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? A. Prison or jail. Yes. No. B. Prison camp. Yes. No. C. Detention facility. A place where people are forced to stay. Yes. No. D. Labor camp. A place where people are forced to work. Yes. No. E. Any other place where people were forced to stay. Yes. No. 17. Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? Yes. No. A. If you answered yes when you were part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever use a weapon against another person? Yes. No. B. If you answered yes when you were part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever tell another person that you would use a weapon against that person? Yes. No. 18. Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? Yes. No. A. If you answered yes, did you know that this person was going to use the weapons against another person? Yes. No. B. If you answered yes, did you know that this person was going to sell or give the weapons to someone who was going to use them against another person? Yes. No.
$19. Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, a group of people who act like a military group but are not a part of the official military, or weapons training? Yes. No. 20. Did you ever recruit, ask, enlist, sign up, conscript, require, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Yes. No. 21. Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat? Yes. No. If any of item numbers 22 through 28 apply to you, you must answer yes, even if your records have been sealed, expunged, or otherwise cleared. You must disclose this information even if someone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, told you that it no longer constitutes a record, or told you that you do not have to disclose the information. 22. Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Yes. No. 23. Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces for any reason? Yes. No. 24. Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? Yes. No. 25. Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Yes. No. 26. Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program? For example, diversion, deferred prosecution, withheld adjudication, deferred adjudication? Yes. No. 27. A. Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? Yes. No. B. If you answered yes, have you completed the probation or parole? Yes. No. 28. A. Have you ever been in jail or prison? Yes. No. If you answered yes, how long were you in jail or prison? Years, months, days. 29. If you answered no to all questions in item numbers 23 through 28, then skip this item and go to item number 30. If you answered yes to any question in item numbers 23 to 28, then complete this table. If you need extra space, use additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. Why were you arrested, cited, detained, or charged? Date: arrested, cited, detained, or charged. Month, day, year. Where were you arrested, cited, detained, or charged? City or town, state, country. Outcome or disposition of the arrest, citation, detention, or charge. No charges filed, charges dismissed, jail, probation, etc. Answer item numbers 30 through 46. If you answer yes to any of these questions, except item numbers 37 and 38, include a typed or printed explanation on additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. Answer item numbers 30 through 46. If you answer yes to any of these questions, except item numbers 37 and 38, include a typed or printed explanation on additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. 30. Have you ever A. been a habitual drunkard? Yes. No. B. Been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Yes. No. C. Sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Yes. No. D. Been married to more than one person at the same time? Yes. No. E. Married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Yes. No. F. Helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Yes. No. G. Gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Yes. No. H. Failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Yes. No. I. Made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? Yes. No. 31. Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Yes. No. 32. Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? Yes. No. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Yes. No. 34. Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Yes. No. 35. Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Yes. No. 36. Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings, including administratively closed proceedings, currently pending against you? Yes. No. 37. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. 38. A. Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. B. If you answered yes, are you scheduled to deploy overseas, including to a vessel, within the next 3 months? Refer to the address change section in the instructions on how to notify USCIS if you learn of your deployment plans after you file your Form N-400. Yes. No. C. If you answered yes, are you currently stationed overseas? Yes. No. 39. Have you ever been court-martialed, administratively separated or disciplined, or have you received an other than honorable discharge while in the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. 40. Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien? Yes. No. 41. Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. 42. Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. 43. Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. (44) A. Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? This does not include living in the United States as a lawful non-immigrant. Yes. No. B. If you answered yes, when did you register for the selective service? Provide the information below. Date registered, month, day, year, selective service number. C. If you answered yes, but you did not register with the selective service system and you are 1. Still under 26 years of age, you must register before you apply for naturalization and complete the selective service information above, or 2. Now 26 to 31 years of age, 20 years of age if you are filing under INA Section 319A, but you did not register with the selective service, you must attach a statement explaining why you did not register and provide a status information letter from the selective service. Answer item numbers 45 to 50. If you answer no to any of these questions, include a typed or printed explanation on additional sheets of paper and provide any evidence to support your answers. 45. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Yes. No. 46. Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Yes. No. 47. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Yes. No. 48. If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? Yes. No. 49. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? Yes. No. 50. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction? Yes. No. Part 13. Applicant's statement, certification, and signature. Note: read the penalties section of the Form N-400 instructions before completing this part. Applicant's statement. Note: select the box for either item A or B in item number 1. If applicable, select the box for item number 2. 1. Applicant's statement regarding the interpreter. A. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this application and my answer to every question. B. The interpreter named in Part 14 read to me every question and instruction on this application and my answer to every question in a language in which I am fluent, and I understood everything. 2. Applicant's statement regarding the preparer. At my request, the preparer named in Part 15 prepared this application for me based only upon information I provided or authorized.
第12部分，有关您入籍申请的本人的额外资料，请回答1至21项。如果您回答是，请另外附加页数做解释，并提供任何证据支持您的回答。您曾经冒称自己是美国公民吗？您曾经在美国的联邦、州或地方选举登记投票吗？您曾经在美国的联邦、州或地方选举投过票吗？您现在或曾经在任何外国拥有世袭称谓或贵族继承吗？如果您回答是，那么您在规划仪式上愿意放弃这些头衔或称谓吗？您曾经在法律上被认定为无能或被限制于精神病院吗？
您有拖欠联邦、州或地方税吗？自从您成为永久居民后，您曾经漏报过联邦、州或地方税表吗？假如您回答是，那么您是否认为自己是一名非美国居民吗？自从您成为永久居民后，您曾经在联邦、州或地方税表上自称为一名非美国居民吗？您曾经在美国或世界其他任何地方的任何组织、协会、基金会、派对、俱乐部、社团或类似的团体是一名成员，曾参与或有任何相关联系？如果您回答是，请提供以下资料。若需更多位置，请在附加页数上填写其他组织名字，并提供任何支持您回答的证明。您曾经是以下成员或有任何直接或间接关系吗？ A. 共产党 B. 任何极权主义党 C. 恐怖组织。您曾经提倡直接或间接使用武力或暴力推翻任何政府吗？您曾经因种族、宗教、国籍、社会组织会员或政治意见而直接或间接迫害任何人吗？在1933年3月23日至1945年5月8日期间，您曾直接或间接位于以下组织相关联或工作吗？德国纳粹政府，被德国纳粹政府占领、同盟或帮助成立的任何地方的政府，任何德国纳粹或亲卫队准军事部队、自卫单位、公民单位、警察单位、政府部门或办公室、灭绝营、集中营、战俘营、监狱、劳教所或过渡营。
您曾经参与以下的任何事项吗？大屠杀、酷刑、杀害或企图杀害他人、蓄意严重伤害或试图伤害他人、强迫或企图迫使他人进行性接触或关系，不容许他人实践他或他的宗教。您曾是以下成员或曾服务、协助或参与吗？军事单位、准军事部队、类似军事单位的组织，但并不属于官方军队的一部分，警察单位、自卫单位、 治安维持单位，类似警察组织，但并不属于官方军队的一部分。反叛组织。游击队，组织使用武器对抗或身体攻击军队、警察、政府或其他人、民兵、人民军队，但不属正式军队部分。叛乱组织，使用武器对抗政府的组织。您曾是以下组织的员工、志愿者、军人或做过任何服务呢？监狱、囚犯集中营、拘留所、人民被迫拘留的地方、劳改所、人民被迫工作的地方、任何人民被迫拘留的地方。您曾经属于或协助任何组织、团体、单位或机构，使用武器对抗或威胁任何人。如果您回答是，当您属于或协助组织的时候，您曾经使用武器对抗或威胁任何人。当您回答是，当您属于或协助组织的时候，您曾告诉任何人您会使用武器对抗任何人吗？您曾经出售或提供武器给任何人，或协助他人出售、给予或提供武器给任何人吗？若是的话，您知道该人将要使用武器对抗另一人吗？若是的话，您知道该人打算贩卖或给予武器让他人使用对抗另一人吗？
您曾经接受过类型的军事、准军事、类似军事单位的组织，但并不属于官方军队的一部分或武器的训练吗？您曾经招募、询问、征募、报名、征兵、要求或利用任何15岁以下的人士服务或协助武装部队或团体吗？您曾经利用任何未满15岁的人士在作战上进行任何协助或支持吗？若您是和以下22至28项的问题，您必须回答是，即使您的记录已被封存、永久删除或以其他方式清除，您必须披露此信息。即使任何人，包括法官、执法人员或律师，告诉您他不再构成一个记录，或告诉您不需要透露有关信息，您曾经犯过协助或企图犯任何罪行而没有被逮捕吗？您曾经因任何原因被逮捕、传讯 cited 或被执行人士，包括任何其所有移民官员或美国军队扣留吗？您曾经被指控犯过企图犯或协助任何罪行吗？您曾经被判有罪或犯罪吗？您曾经被安排做替代性刑罚或康复计划，如分流、暂缓起诉、维持裁判 withheld a judic 延期裁决吗？您曾经被判缓刑、被判接受感化或被安排假释吗？若您回答是，您已经完成了缓刑或假释吗？您曾经入狱或坐牢吗？若您回答是，那您曾经入狱多久？若您对23至28项全部问题回答否，请跳到第30项。若您回答是，请完成以下栏目。若您需要额外空位，请另外使用附加页数，并提供任何证据支持您的回答。回答30至46项。如果您回答除了37至38项以外所有项为是，请另附纸张提供书面解释，并提供任何证据支持您的回答。在30至46项中，若您回答37、38两项是，均无需做出解释，除些之外回答是的，需要做出详细说明。编者注： 您曾经是一名惯性酗酒者吗？从事娼妓或指使别人做卖淫活动吗？贩卖或贩运受管制物资、非法药物或毒品吗？同一时间与多于一名对象结婚，与他人结婚以取得移民福利吗？帮助任何人进入或尝试非法进入美国吗？非法赌博或从非法赌博中获取收入吗？为有支持您的家属或支付赡养费吗？做任何事实阐述以获得美国政府福利吗？您曾给予任何虚假、欺诈或误导的资料或文件给予美国政府官员吗？您曾欺骗任何美国政府官员而获取入境许可到美国或在美国获得移民福利吗？您曾经在美国被移除、排除或驱逐出境吗？您曾经被命令移除、排除或驱逐出境吗？您曾在美国被安排移除、排除或驱逐出境的程序吗？您目前有任何移除、排除或驱逐出境程序，包括行政上关闭程序尚未完结吗？您曾经服务于美国军队吗？您目前是否一名美国军队成员吗？若您目前是一名美国军队成员，您是否将在未来3个月来被调配到国外，包括船舰？请参考 N-400表格指示内地址改动的信息，以便在递交 N-400表格后调配时，通知美国公民及移民服务局。若您回答是，那么现在您驻扎海外吗？您曾在服役期间被受过军法审判、行政分隔、纪律处分或非光荣退役方式吗？您曾因为您是外国人而被解除在美国军队的培训或服务吗？您曾因为避免征兵而离开美国吗？您曾申请任何服从美国军队兵役的豁免吗？您曾经逃离美国军队吗？您是否一名曾在18至26岁生日时在美国居住过的男性？这并不包括在美国合法居留的非移民身份人士。如果您回答是，那么您什么时候登记过征兵役法 Selective Service 个人资料填入框内？如果您回答是，但是您没有登记征兵役登记，以及您一直是26周岁以下的，您必须在申请公民入籍之前登记和提供关于征兵役资料，或者现在您26至31岁之间。如果您29岁，根据 INA 319A 申请的，但您没有兵役服务的登记，您必须附一份解释说明为何您没有登记和一封来自兵役登记机构的说明信。问答第45至50项。这些问题如果您回答否，请另附页数书面说明或解释以支持您答案的理由。您支持宪法和美国政府政体吗？您理解宣誓效忠吗？您愿意宣誓效忠美国吗？如果法律需要，您愿意代表美国拿起武器吗？如果法律需要，您愿意为美国军队实行非战斗式的服务吗？如果法律需要，您愿意在文官的领导下进行的国家重要性工作吗？第13部分，申请人的声明、证明和签名。注意，填写这部分内容之前，请阅读 N-400表格的处罚细节。申请人的声明。注意，第一题在 A 或 B 之间选择。第二题属于如果有适合该条件的人填写。申请人关于翻译的声明：我能读懂英语， 理解申请表格中的每个问题和指示以及对每个问题的问答。翻译人员的姓名在第14部分阅读了申请表的每一个问题和细节内容，以及我需要回答的每一个问题，用我能讲的流利语言，让我明白一切。申请人关于填表人的声明，应我的要求，在第15部分的有关填表人，填写申请表仅基于我提供或授权的有关信息，